Nagaland Foothills Road Coordination Committee Brakushe ki February 21 day Messrs. Chapu and Co. Aro JK Construction Bra Bhakti Division Wokha Road Project Launching Program Kuriado official na hoi kushe. Aro gushe ki MLA Achumbe Moki Kondu Foothills Road to extraordinary project ase koigina tai sob buji na paigina ase kushe. IB details abo.
At the very outset, the Nfhrcc are very grateful to our media friends, brothers and sisters. Today we have a very crucial meetings in view of the unfortunate incident that happened yesterday at the Bhakti Divisions under the leadership of our Honorable MLA, Shri Ajambemu, and his group. In fact, we have passed a lot of resolutions, particularly at Mokokchong town, at Mokokchong, on 16th of January, the three hohos, the Ausandan, the Sumi, and the Lota, we have passed the resolutions, and we gave time to the firm, particularly who got the work orders at the Bhakti Divisions, to sign an agreement with the committee on or before 20th of January, 2024. But they choose to remain silent. In the meantime, in fact, the Dr. John, the proprietor of JK Constructions, and MS Chapu and Company, they came and they took the agreement from our office with the pretext that he will sign and return to us. But he didn't return to us. So the committee personally went and met our leader, Dr. John Mori, at his residence. And we have explained to him as to why the firm should sign an agreement with the committee. But still then he persists choose not to sign the agreement with the committee. Consequent upon which the meeting was held at the Lota Hohogi at Wokha with the three hohos, the Ausandan, the Sumi, and the Lotas. And on the day, the three hohos had called upon our leader, Dr. John Mori, the proprietor of JK Constructions, and we asked him the question as to why he is not signing the agreement with the committee. On the day, he have explained about his personal life, about his interaction with the Honorable CM, and he also explained something about our Honorable MLA, Mr. Achambemu, and thereafter, he walked out from the meeting, despite of the pleadings made by our leaders from all the three tribes, but he didn't pay any heed on the plea of the leaders and he walked out. So these are some of the consequences we met with our honorable, with our leader, Dr. John. Thereafter, in fact, the Lota Hoho, they took extra mile. Because on the day we have given the three hohos, the two hohos have given 5 days time to the Lota Hoho to do the needful with Dr. John Mori. But despite of the expire of the 5 days, there was any positive response from him. So subsequently, the Lota Hoho again initiated to meet our JK Constructions proprietor, Dr. John Mori. But on the day, he didn't turn up. So having known his position, the Lota Hoho examined the matter in totality, and the Lota Hoho opined that it will be wise if the Lota Hoho leaders meet our Honorable MLA, Shri Ajambemu at Kohima. So our Lota Hoho leaders took the band from Wokha to Kohima and met our Honorable MLA, Shri Ajambemu, in person at his residence, and explained and sat with him almost 1.5 hours and explained to him. But again, our Honorable MLA, Shri Ajambemu, was very strong, very adamant, so he refused to sign the agreement. Thereafter, the Lota Hoho on the 14th again passed subsequent resolutions. And wherein that resolution, it is made very clear that the Lota Hoho will not allow any unsigned firms to execute work within their jurisdictions. And it was in fact, subsequently published in the media on 19th of February. In the given situations, yesterday, that is 21st of February, our MLA, he took some of his numbers, and yesterday, without the presence of the committee, without any participation from the concerned department, R&B department, and without any participation from the Lota Hoho, the so-called, I may say the so-called, the launching took place. But as far as the committee is concerned, it was not the launching of Foothills Road. Because Foothills Road can't be launched in the absence of departments and in the absence of committee. But yesterday's in the launching programs, the concerned department, not even a single official was there. More so, there was not even a single person from our committee representing Nfhrcc. So what they have launched, we can accept that it was an official launching of Foothills Road. We may say that it was our leader, Honorable MLA Shri Achimbemu and his team, they have launched. And we treat that was just a sort of a picnic team of our leader, our leader Achimbemu and his team. So as far as the committee is concerned, officially, nothing was launched there, officially. But they have done it at the back of our committee, which is very, very painful. And now, coming to the point, this Foothills Road, yesterday's in our Honorable MLA's statements, he made it clear that the NGOs, sometimes they need the NGOs, sometimes they don't need the NGOs in some issue. That was a statement made by our Honorable MLA. But before he says that, he should know that this Foothills Road is an extraordinary project. If the government or the department or the MLA fails to understand that this is an extraordinary project, then there will be always tussle between the HOHO and the government and their concerned departments. Extraordinary, why it is called extraordinary? Number one character is that landowners have agreed upon to part their land without even a penny of compensations. Number one character. Number two, all the NNBGs in Nagaland, they have agreed upon not to tax as far as this Foothills project is concerned. So these are some of the criteria where we call it extraordinary project. And again, another character is this project was cemented on the pillar of prayer and fasting. The committee had took the prayer and fasting on 14th of August 2013 from morning 6 to 8 o'clock. By then, we were having 10 tribes. So within the jurisdiction of 10 tribes from morning 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., there was prayer and fasting. So this is the only project in the entire state which was been initiated on the pillar of prayer and fasting. And the last character as to why this is called extraordinary is that here in this project, we have 12 tribes. Out of 12 tribes, 4 tribes, particularly the Jang, Sumi, the Jang, Imjonger, Kemingans, and Sanctum, they don't have even an inch of land within the stretch from Gilma to Dizit. But they are sacrificing as same as we the landowners. When contribution comes, they give first. When any situation arises, they came first. Unfortunately, today our concerned General Secretary is out of station because of that. If not, even the General Secretary is from Jang tribe. They are doing a lot of sacrifices for this project. So these are some of the characters as to why this project is called extraordinary project. But till then, it seems our MLA and his teams are not understanding that this is extraordinary project. And if an ordinary yardstick is applied in extraordinary project, then he will never get the answer. So as far as this project is concerned, The committee, the HOHO, the Naga public is the owner. We respect government and department because they are the nodal agents. So the nodal agents have to execute it. If not, the ownership of this project lies with the people of this state, with the leaders of this state. So these are some of the peculiar characters of this project. So I wish that our MLA will understand that this is an extraordinary project. In Nagaland, there are thousands of projects out there, but we are not fighting for it. But as far as this project is concerned, the contractor should understand our positions. And this agreement, which we are insisting upon the contractor to sign, is not a recent phenomenon. But this has been practiced since 2013. In 2013 also, we got all the contractors and they humbly signed the agreement and they execute the work. This year also, similarly, we are using the same agreement. And out of 17 work orders, 9 work orders, against 9 work orders, they have already signed and they are executing the work reasonably well. But remaining 8 work orders, with regard to 8 work orders, they are still persisting not to sign the agreement. So we don't know, we can't understand what is the logic. As we have heard, we are not the contractor, but we heard that to get one work order in our Nagaland state is very expensive, it seems. You spend a lot of money for this and that. But as far as this project is concerned, those contractors who got the work order, they didn't spend even a penny, but they are going to, they got the work order in terms of crores of money. But still then they choose not to sign this agreement. This is amazing. And more so, they are doing in violation of the 12 Naga tribes. So I personally, and on behalf of the committee also, I humbly appeal to our MLA. He should not act this way. As a public leader, he should go and coexist with the publics. He was in the NGOs till yesterday. He was a great Naga leaders and NGOs leaders. Today, by the grace of God, he happens to sit in the honorable chair. We respect him. But why he have forgotten everything that he have contributed for the state when he was the NGOs leaders? And why he is condemning the committee? We are not the ordinary committee. This is extraordinary committee. So the issue is that this is extraordinary project. So if any query have to be asked, our AGS is there, we can respond. So this is a brief facts about the extraordinary project. This undertaking is just to maintain the workmanship and to execute the work within the time frame, to accomplish the work within the time frame. This is the only thing. And here, particularly we mentioned at point number 5, which our Honorable Minister was not so comfortable, it seems, when we met him. He expressed about point number 5. And point number 5 is with regard to deduction. We made it very clear that as far as this project is concerned, because landowners are not levying any tax or they are not getting any land compensations, even the NNBGs, they are at bay for the taxations. They are not taking any taxation. So in that line, we made it clear that except statutory deduction with regard to this project, no other deduction will be allowed to be made. That is the focal point of this agreement that we have signed. Meaning thereby, in Nagaland, many taxations are there. So we don't want to burden our contractors with all these taxations. Because if all taxations are allowed to be levied, there will be compromise in the workmanship. So in order to maintain the workmanship, and rather we are protecting the contractors. Otherwise, the committee is protecting the contractors. So we made it clear in point number 5 that no other deduction will be allowed to be made except statutory deductions. So that is point number 5. And point number 7, wherein some of the contractors they feel it not comfortable. Point number 7 is as such that we made it clear that no contract bill should be allowed to be released unless and until inspection is made by the committee. And after inspection, if we feel that they have executed the work in line with the specifications, then we will issue the NOC, and accordingly they will release their bail. But even if they fail to execute the work not in line with the specifications, the committee is 100% clear that we will not issue NOC, and the concerned contractor will not allow to withdraw the bail. So these are two issues they feel it little not comfortable. But if we examine both in the letter and spirit about these 2 points, if we modify these 2 points, or if we alter this point, the meaning of agreement is already vanished.
7.2 says, 7.2, I'll read out the 7, okay? 7, this is the content. That the second party means the contractor declares that unless and until the NOC is issued by the committee after proper verification, I will not claim any bill whatsoever amount it may, and if I violate the same, my bill will stand prohibited or cancelled. So itu content to you all of harsh as a say this is a threatening, and this is under duress. I think that is misunderstood, because indirectly also we also wanted them to, encourage them to do the work judiciously. It is a Jabu and Company. I think JK and Jabu and Company is maybe same coin.
Once we establish that this is extraordinary project, when the meaning of extraordinary project is fully explained and understood, then that is possible. Because in the court of law, the court always sees the public interest. So this project is brought in the public interest. We know that we got statehood in the year 1963, 1st December. Since the statehood, we are not having a proper road conditions. And in that view of the matter, our economy is been shrunk. And especially the young educated students have been facing a lot of problems, and we are lagging behind all these things. So this project is meant for the public interest. So I think that court will not overlook the public interest. And once the committee or the people of the state establish that this is extraordinary project, they will exercise extraordinary. I think they are as same as before.
Are they here today?
Today we didn't invite them.
Actually,
We
yeah.
assume that there's something going on.
Actually, LLRBO is also under the umbrella of Lotha Ho. So Lotha Ho have strictly prohibited any civil society organization in the area not to participate. And some of them yesterday they were there, but they did not officially represent the Lotha Ho. So that's what their justification is. And at the same time, in yesterday press conference, the Honorable MLA said that Nfhrcc were invited, but we did not turn up, so the reason best known to us. But actually, it was there in the program, which they have printed, but which was not pre-informed to us. Only after printing, they have sent us without our knowledge, without our consent, they have printed in the program, and which is not an invitation, which is not actually our consent. We have not consented because they did not inform us officially. Similarly, the Lotha Hos, they have put the Lotha Ho in the program, but the Lotha Hos also, in spite of their, press release, I think it's a mockery. I think they were just trying to, he was just trying to defame us, honestly, very honestly. So a responsible public leader should not utter such a careless, statement in the press.
As far as the invitation is concerned, in fact, they have just sent us a WhatsApp. And we are you see the situations. The committee is insisting this contractor to sign an agreement. They are saying that they will not sign. That is a picture. And in the given circumstances, against the desire of the apex Hoho and against the will of the committee, they are forcibly going to the so-called launching programs. So in the given circumstances, you just imagine as an ordinary parlance. Will they invite us with clean mind? We are insisting not to have that, and in that given occasion, they are inviting us. Is it that is through respect or draw? What you say? We feel that that is humiliations. Humiliation. No intimation, nothing but they send a WhatsApp copy. Without address to anyone, no envelope was there, no nothing was there, just a piece of the programs they have sent to us. And no address was there. So we never treat that one as an official invitation because we are running this office for the last 12 years with the pace of our knowledge and wisdom. And now they got the project, they got the work order in that project, and they are now matching our committee. So it was not invitation, but it was rather humiliating our committee. Yesterday, unfortunately, our public leader have already crushed the desires and the visions of the 12 ho-hos. That is very unfortunate on the part of the elected representatives. Because the elected representative, they have to see the interests of the public. But yesterday, all the desires and interests of the 12 tribe have been already crushed by him. Now, what will be your action? That is the point that you want from us. Committee, we have already discussed today. Promptly by tonight itself, we will be writing a letter to the Ausandans, Sumi Hoho, and Lota Hoho. Because on 16 January 2024 at Mongokchong, these three apex tribal Hoho have made resolutions to this effect. And that has been already violated by our Honorable MLA. So now we will write to our apex Hoho to initiate the actions against this. That is one point. Tomorrow also, we are also writing a letter to Kongyak Yunans, wherein still two firms are under the jurisdiction, three firms are there under the jurisdiction. We'll be writing letter to the PPC, Pom People's Council, because one contractors are there in their jurisdiction. So we are requesting them to tighten their positions and also to invite the contractor to sign the agreement because we have already forwarded our agreement to the KU. And if necessary, we'll also hand over a copy to the PPC also. So we are requesting both the Apex Tribal Hoho to invite the contractor at earliest and to tighten the position and to let them sign and to start to work. See,
Basically, they have started.
if it is not started, how we will stop? The stop comes only when it starts. So we will stop it.
What is your plan? How are you going to stop it?
We tomorrow will be sitting with the CNTC family also. We are writing to the CNTC, although we just spoke to the CNTC president because having known the gravity of these situations, we have to take account of the concerned platforms. So tomorrow we are sitting with the CNTC and being Christians, I think tomorrow they will not execute the work because on Sunday, tomorrow is Sunday. So we'll decide tomorrow itself and the needful will be done. So if they have started, we will stop. Yes, unfortunately, within the span of 12 years, our MLA is not yet fully understood the meaning of the project. Had he have understood the project that this is extraordinary, he should have not uttered this kind of casual words or the loose words. Because 2013, when we have started this project, he was not MLA. He was MLA just some 2 years back. We respect him. But when we start this project in 2013, where he was? So I think that he need to educate. He should come to us. We will educate him so that he will know the full picture of the project. If not, being a responsible leader should not speak this kind of loose words in the public domain. So he is yet to fully understand the meaning of the Foothills Road project, which we call it extraordinary. So that even the press can educate him also.
In addition to that, in fact, on 20th February, the day before yesterday, actually, the 12 tribe apex body and the mobile-based tribal hosts and the committee have said in this very chamber an appeal to the defaulting contractor to sign it, and even to propose launching program, they have a bill to stop it. But then they were forcibly, they have launched, they went ahead with the program. So this is also very unfortunate. So against the wishes of the 12 tribes, against the wishes of the people, I think this is very, very unfortunate.
See, in supplementation of our honorable leader, on 20th of February, we had a meeting here, the marathon meeting, where you were waiting for almost 4 or 5 hours. We really feel sad for that. So in that very meeting, the 12 tribal Hoho have appealed to the government, to the concerned minister and the department to kindly interfere and to stop the proposed launching programs. That was the appeal made by the 12 apex tribal Hohos to the concerned minister and to the department. In response to that, in fact, yesterday, the R&B department, the chief engineer have called upon all the unsigned contractors, 8 of them to his office at 3 p.m. to discuss about the agreements. So we were under the impression that even our JK Construction and MS Chapu and Company will abide by it. That was our understanding. But it seems their desire were too strong to launch it. So they did it. So that is also, they have violated the leader issued by the concerned department. Because concerned department had issued requesting all the firm to come up to the chief engineer office yesterday itself to have a meeting with them. And in the meantime, avoiding that, they have again launched that. But we feel a little fishy that the department also should have made a timing not 3 p.m., but they should have made around 11 or 12. But again, they have made the timing at 3 o'clock, whereas the launching was done at 12 p.m., at 12 noon. So these are some of the things which we have to analyze it.